It doesn't exist. It's not existent. What the hell does that mean? Seriously, what does failure mean? It doesn't exist. It's a figment of your imagination. Everybody talks about, like, everybody wants a happy ending. Well, I call bullshit on that, because the story continues. The story continues. So if you fail on Monday, the only way it's a failure on Monday is if you decide to not progress from that, right? So to me, that's why failure is not existent.
It's show day. We just got to hair and makeup with Amber. She's just now starting. Woke up, did my check-ins for boss. He's happy. Digestion's moving smoothly, so that's good. Did one meal, same first meal as yesterday. Did 100 mLs of water and a gram of salt. So we've got all of that in, and I am gonna get my hair and makeup done. So we'll have my head beautified here in a little bit. Send check-ins to boss around 8, and then we'll get tan, and then we just gotta hang out until it's time to get on stage.
Welcome to the 2026 IFBB Girl Power Championships.
We're gonna bring out our Women's Wellness Open.
Ladies, quarter turn to your right.
A warm welcome to number 207, Alexis Drury. We're gonna bring all the young ladies out to the diagonal.
207, Alexis.
My aunt got me this blanket for Christmas like 4 years ago, and it somehow became my show blanket, and she loves that I use my pizza blanket for Backstage. That's really all I pull it out for, but it gets used a lot these days. Heels, banana for just in case, turkey for after because I just want meat usually immediately, and sesame sticks because they're my favorite. Wearing my robe because we'll hang out with... Oh, dang. I'm hard on these things. I'll hang out at Krista's table after finals for a little bit. You don't need a whole lot in here. Lip gloss in my purse. And roller bag just makes it much easier for when you're getting around. So we're just gonna hang out and they will touch up my tan here in a little bit before we go on.
207, Alexis.
All right, guys, we are home in Texas. We are about a week post-show from Girl Power. As you've seen, we're gonna just do a little recap now on how the show went, how the seminar went, all of that stuff. So, 6th place at Girl Power, literally my worst placing in a qualifying show, which is not what we went for. We went to start the qualification process. The goal was to win Girl Power and then go to St. Louis and win that show, get my qualification and wrap things up. But obviously it didn't go that way. So what we've kind of gathered as data and trying to figure out what went wrong, what we can improve, all of that stuff. My physique didn't respond how we wanted it to, and sometimes that just happens, especially in my case. We think my physique just got tired. If we look back at shows, my best look was at the Arnold in Ohio, best placing there, especially with the lineup of girls that were at that show. Took a little step back at Arnold UK, re-game plan, came up with a different plan going into Girl Power, and then my look was worse there. So in hindsight, I haven't taken a true off-season rest more than 10 to 12 weeks since I won my pro card in 2022. I took like 6 months off before going into that show, won my pro card, did Tampa in August, did the Arnold in March, and have been competing at least twice a year, every year since then. So it's been a long run so far, and my body was finally like, I need a break. So that's what we're doing now. So we changed our flights. We did not go to St. Louis. We just came home and started the reverse process, started recovery. I took the whole last week off. Today's actually my first day back in the gym, and I just did a little glute pump just to ease back into things. Gave myself some mental rest, some physiological rest, and we'll slowly get back into things. And as far as what the game plan is long term, we don't have a full plan right now. It's to see how my physique responds over the next 3 to 4 weeks, and then we'll make a solid plan for the rest of the year. We introduced carbs back into my reverse plan, so I have carbs on both my training and my non-training days. We're sticking with more complex carbs, slower digesting, so that we keep blood sugar maintained, especially as we have carbs in daily versus I didn't do carbs daily for like 20 plus weeks. So we're just trying to make sure we keep that in check. So far, I haven't had any crazy response to the carbs. I haven't been holding a ton of water. Even post-show, manipulating water going into the show, flying home and all of that, I haven't had a huge issue. So far so good with that. Bright side of our time in Orlando was that we had the Pose Suits Glam seminar the day after Girl Power show. So we had a lot of you girls turn out. It was a fun time. I would say it was much improved from the year prior. So this is our 2nd annual seminar, and we plan to have this again next year, and we'll get you details on that as we iron things out. But that was a fun time. We had a wide arrangement of experience levels as far as competitors that turned out. So we had brand new competitors that never put heels on in their life, to seasoned competitors, to girls getting ready for the national level stages. So it was cool to not only like teach everything that we know, what we've learned over the years, ins and outs of competing, shows, prepping, coaches, off season, all that stuff. But it was cool to see the girls mingle as well. On our podcast, we've talked about extensively the importance of having someone important or someone in the sport that you can tag team with, throw ideas off to, someone who relates to what you're doing, because for the brand new competitors, your family doesn't get it. If you haven't been through a prep, you're not going to understand everything that's involved right away. So it's cool to have that setting for those connections to bloom and get started and all of that stuff. Amber and I have been friends since our very first season in 2019 from Instagram DMs, and eventually met in person and have been friends ever since. Krista has been in my corner, Krista with KH Customs, since 2020 when I switched to wellness and couldn't afford a wellness posing bikini for stage. So it's really cool that we're able to do that every year as well. But it was really fun. Got on a plane the next day, flew home to Texas and getting settled there. I am getting things in line as far as supporting my girls who have been at all my shows this season. And our travel will look a little different over the next couple of weeks too. We have good friends competing, events to go to, some shows to be appearances at, so that'll be fun. And then once we have a game plan for the rest of the year, we'll let you know. But for now, that's the recap on Girl Power and the beginning of 2026 season. And we will take you through the recovery aspect of things and what life looks like over the next couple weeks. So make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things, comment, let me know what you guys want to see in this recovery period over the next couple weeks, and I will see you guys next time.